Hello, good morning. Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV. We're getting all the updates from Sushma Swaraj's meeting with her Chinese counterpart. And we can tell you, in that one-on-one meeting, Sushma Swaraj has raised the Pulwama terror attack with her Chinese foreign counterpart, the Chinese foreign minister.
And we just met at the RIC Formal Summit on 30th November 2018 on the margins of the G20 summit in Buenos Aires, which shows the importance attached by our leaders to the RIC format. Russia, India and China are countries that carry important voices in international politics and have the potential to significantly influence world events. Excellencies, together we can play a constructive role in addressing pressing issues of common concern and challenges facing our world. Terrorism tops the list of the existential threats that the world faces today. We are aware of the recent dastardly terrorist attack on our security forces in Pulwama, Jammu and Kashmir, perpetrated by Jaish-e-Mohammed, a Pakistan-based and supported terrorist organization proscribed by the United Nations and other countries. We lost more than 40 personnel from our Central Reserve Police Force, while several others are injured seriously. Such dastardly terrorist attacks are a grim reminder for the need for all the countries to show zero tolerance to terrorism and take decisive actions against it. Following the Pulwama terrorist attack, instead of taking seriously the calls by international community to act against Jaish-e-Mohammed and other terror groups based in Pakistan, Pakistan denied any knowledge of the attack and outrightly dismissed claims by Jaish-e-Mohammed. In the light of continuing refusal of Pakistan to acknowledge and act against terror groups on its territory, and based on credible information that Jaish-e-Mohammed was planning other attacks in its various parts of India, Government of India decided to take preemptive action. The largest and the target was selected in order to avoid civilian casualties. Excellencies, this was not a military operation. No military installations were targeted. The limited objective of the preemptive strike was to act decisively against the terrorist infrastructure of Jaish-e-Mohammed in order to preempt another terror attack in India. India does not wish to see further escalation of the situation. India will continue to act with responsibility and restraint. Excellencies, in our discussions today, I look forward to having productive exchanges with you on other important issues such as climate change, reformed multilateralism, RIC cooperation under the framework of international organizations, and international hotspot issues. I believe the Wuchen meeting of RIC will positively contribute to the ongoing global discussions on a host of issues. Thank you, Excellencies.
Take a note of your statement that India doesn't want to see an escalation of the matter and will continue to exercise restraint. As a neighbor to these two countries, we will keep close track of the situation in this region. We do hope that this issue
A meeting between Sushma Swaraj and her Russian and Chinese counterparts. Now, in that meeting, Sushma Swaraj clearly raised the Pulwama attack with China and has named Jaish-e-Mohammed. And Sushma Swaraj says the attack on Indian forces was carried out by Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Pakistani-based and supported terrorist organization. Clearly naming Jaish-e-Mohammed, Sushma Swaraj also mentioned the Indian strikes on terror camps in Pakistan and POK. Sushma Swaraj said that it was a non-military strike. No civilians or military installations were targeted by India, and the strike was only to eliminate terrorists in POK and Pakistan. That Jaish-e-Mohammed hideouts and terror camps were targeted by Indian Air Force, and she also maintained that India does not wish for further escalation even as Pakistan provokes India on the border. Sushma Swaraj has raised the Pulwama attack with the Chinese and Russian counterparts, Remember, China had urged India and Pakistan to urge restraint amidst escalating border tensions. But Sushma Swaraj raising Pulwama attack, naming Jaish-e-Mohammed, saying that India only targeted terrorists and terrorist camps in Pakistan and POK.